Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Tuesday, the 28th of June, comes to you from London. And we start just by looking at the screen. We're seeing more green on the screen, just suggests markets are in relatively cheerful mood. Looking at the US dollar, we're bearish below the cloud this week on the 60-minute chart. On the daily and weekly charts, we are bullish above the clouds. So this is my long-term, medium-term and short-term view of the market with the corresponding point and figure targets. That means the euro is looking better this week, but of course on those medium and long-term charts, it is still bearish. The yen, dollar-yen rate, pushing to new highs all the time, just showing that weaker yen, and the dollar moving back to bullish here. Quite a good little lead indicator for the dollar, so we may see the dollar recovering towards the end of the week. The sterling chart we're seeing here again has got the upper hand against that weaker dollar, but on the medium and long term charts not looking good, and against the euro back below that 116 level, so bearish here on the trends as well. Bitcoin sitting at 20,800, couldn't hold on to that 21,000 mark. We will see moves down as we're now in a downtrend on the medium and long-term chart, so we will see moves down. And on the S&P 500, we were down just under 1/3% yesterday, but the futures suggest we're going to recover that today, up 0.4% on the mini S&P, and the Nasdaq up by a similar amount. The VIX volatility sitting steady at 27, whilst we're in the 20s, we're a little bit less fearful. Above 30, we start to be more fearful. The FTSE future is up 0.8% this morning, so we're seeing the UK market having bounced off that 7,000 level, but really just struggling to make new highs. Remembering that 7,000 was the level that we were touching at the turn of the millennium. So here we are 22 years later, still at the same level. The DAX in Germany, the cash market is up 0.2%. The CAC 40 in Paris is actually up 1.1%, so we're looking stronger there, moving to short-term bullish. Japan is up 1% overnight, so we're looking stronger there as well on that short-term chart. Markets are just seeing a bit of respite. And the Hang Seng was up 0.8%. China was up 0.8% as well, 8.89%, and looking stronger there, back into medium-term bullish, which is not something we can say about most Western markets, and some interesting upside targets there as well. We'll look at the energy mix in a minute. The Indian market was down slightly, the Aussie market was up. Taking a look at wheat, we were up 2%. So still bearish on that medium and short-term chart, but the long-term chart, of course, is still very bullish, having surged this year. Gold prices sitting steady at 1828. Just can't shake this level, and we need to just watch for a move below 1800 for gold. Silver, similarly, is up this morning. Precious metals were up quite strongly yesterday, but they gave up those gains. We saw palladium up 3%. Down at the end of the move there in the day, and then just recovering again today at 1%. It's just struggling to hold on to these gains. Copper, we've registered concerns about breaking lower with downside targets, so that is a bit of a concern. Global demand, the key issue there. And looking at US 10-year yields, we're sitting higher at 3.22%, so making a new 90-bar high. That actually came up in my alerts this morning. So I noticed that there. So this is what I like about the alerts, is just color coded. I can see whether we've got more green or red. So we're just seeing we've got quite a lot of upside targets today. So really interesting. That copper one there coming in on the cloud chart, for example. So I can just look at those. So taking a look at the energy mix now, looking at crude oil first of all, we're up 1%, looking strong with lots of upside targets. We were bullish out to clients this morning there. Same with WTI. US nat gas recovering off that $6 level and just moving back potentially to short-term bullish. So $6 was really the key support level there. Looking at coal, we're sitting at 246, just holding that breakout level. This pattern looking quite bullish for coal. Looking at emissions, we are sitting at 84.50. Just can't break out of this congestion zone. Again, we are neutral to clients. Wait for the break. Gas prices, we were neutral this morning. Pretty hard read. We were down as much as 5% on NBP at one point. We do have these downside targets, but we are above the cloud on TTF, and we're below the cloud on NBP. So we're seeing that decoupling between UK and European gas. So again, just a hard read. Watch for the new 1 minute targets. German power's down 1.7%, but again, the trend is still looking very strong, having broken that 250 euro mark. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.